for a while, you know that reading comprehension is my focus. In this next video, I do talk about obstacles, and I'm talking about the obstacles that students face when they're presented with math stories that have a form of a number that is unfamiliar to them or new to them, or very, very large numbers that may be intimidating. These strategies I'm going to share with you work for both that situation and where kids just want to plug and chug, where they're just grabbing numbers and putting them together. If you taught them how to multiply that week, then they're going to multiply. If you just introduced a new strategy for addition, then they're going to try that strategy. But on my Structures of Equality teaching outline that's linked below in the teacher's notes, there's also some suggestions about what you can do to help with this. So one of them is to present the math story in a numberless form. So take those numbers out. Don't use the numbers in those stories. Another one is leaving the question off. So don't include a question. You're just talking about the relationships occurring in that story. Another strategy is to, instead of having a question at the end, present it as a statement. So the statement is actually the answer that goes along with the math story. Another strategy you can try is using smaller numbers. So if you are in the upper grades and elementary grades, try using numbers less than 10 so that they can internalize the relationship. They're focusing on the relationship occurring in that story and not the solve. Once you've done those strategies, once you've tried those strategies, then bring those bigger numbers in and reassure them, hey, you understood this relationship when we did it this way. Now we're going to try it with these numbers or these values in there now that you understand that the relationship is the same. So watch the video, and I hope you enjoy.
Before we get started, make sure you remember to subscribe to my channel below. I post weekly videos with actionable tips. Don't forget to ring the bell so you're notified when they're available. Try not to include the numbers in your story. Leave them blank. There's a lot of resources for numberless word problems out there. Google numberless word problems and you'll find a bunch. Introducing grade level specific stories with using numbers under than 10. Where are my fifth grade? Do we have any fifth grade teachers in here? Okay. So when you're introducing stories and they have fractions and they have decimals in them and there's numbers, really big numbers, sometimes that intimidates students. Sometimes they look at it and they put their hands up and they can't do this, right? If you put numbers less than 10 in that story, the students will own it. They'll see the story, I got this. And they'll be able to identify the relationships because they're not freaked out by the decimals and the fractions and all the bigger numbers. So I encourage my fifth grade and fourth grade, all those middle upgrade teachers, to really think about, what am I trying to accomplish during this activity? Am I trying to accomplish reading comprehension, understanding the relationships occurring? If you are, then take out some of those obstacles that you know are there, so you can focus on what you want to focus on, which is the reading comprehension piece.
In that video clip, you heard me talk about focus, and it's important for us to be thinking about where our focus needs to be when we're introducing math stories to students. Do I want to focus on the reading comprehension piece, or do I want to focus on computation? Now, eventually, we need to do both to get to solve, but in the beginning, it's super important for us to be thinking about where our focus needs to be. If you like this video and you want to see more, please subscribe to my YouTube channel by ringing the bell, and thanks for watching.